Hey, best friends. How y'all doing today? I hope great and wonderful and wonderfully great. This is your girl, Queen B, back with another video. I missed you guys, but here I am and wanting to share a word with you. Okay, so best friends, listen. Um, my journey has been so outrageously crazy. But through it all, I have a word to share with you. And that word is that don't try to make your word God's word. Okay? Let me say that again. Do not try to make your word God's word. Sometimes, either intentionally or unintentionally, we can get the messages that we hear misconstrued. Sometimes we will think that that is a message from the Spirit when really that is a message from the mind. Okay? Today, I want to encourage you guys to stay prayerful. Pray to God for the discernment to know whether what you're hearing is from Him or what you're hearing is from you. Okay? Because sometimes when we think that God is speaking something into our lives or over our lives, it's not really God speaking that at all. Sometimes it's what we desire manifesting in our minds. And when we take those steps thinking that this is something that God told us to do, and it's not, it's something that you told yourself to do, sometimes you could end up disappointed. Sometimes you could end up hurt. But through it all, when you go back to the drawing board, God will speak to you and let you know, see, that wasn't me, that was you. And sometimes you got to bump your head for you to understand the difference between what was what you wanted and what was what God wanted. But thankfully, we all have the opportunity to start again. If God is so gracious to bless you to see another day, that's another opportunity to start over again. This time, praying more. This time, drawing closer to God so that you can understand the difference between what God is telling you to do and what you are telling yourself to do. So you can understand the difference between what is being planted in your mind by your own will and what is being planted in your spirit by God's will. The difference is that what God instructs you to do is not going to hurt you. If you come out on that other side hurting, it might very well be because that's not what God instructed you to do. That was what you told yourself to do. So, with that being said, we have to make sure that we draw close to God, that we don't take our focus off of Him. Because it's just like the man in the boat. He walked on the water until he took his focus off of God. He began to sink. And he had to keep his focus on God. And such is life. We have to keep our focus on God. Don't make our focus be on the world or worldly things or worldly people. Okay? Because when we do that, that's when we will begin to sink. And how you'll know that is because you'll start to see things go topsy-turvy in your life. You'll start to feel like your brain is scrambled eggs. You'll have confusion, no clarity at all. Because that's not something that was by God's instruction. So I encourage you today to stay close to God in all your decisions. Okay? Do not be twisted up and confused by the world and get it misconstrued. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys today. And if I hadn't lived it, I wouldn't be here to tell it. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope that if you haven't, you like, share, that you comment, that you turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss any more of my videos. And I hope that you have so much peace and many, many blessings in your life. And until I see you guys again on this other side, see ya.